What is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I'm coming at you this morning, once again, fresh off another Los Angeles Lakers victory last night with a great performance by, of course, LeBron James. So everybody, and I know it's just one game, and I know it's just Minnesota. So I'm not the type who get a take and just jump on here and just start spouting out, hey, I told you so this, or I told you so that. But in the video I made yesterday or the day before when Anthony Davis went down, all I stated was that LeBron James and this team was good enough to get out of the West and to make a run at a championship, even without Anthony Davis. So you can say what you want to. You can say, well, no, they're not. Look, they struggle. They can barely. Well, tomorrow when they play Brooklyn, that'll be a pretty good testament to see. And if they go out and get blown out by Brooklyn, that doesn't mean that they're not capable of beating them in a series without Anthony Davis. Because if you know basketball, then you know it's all about matchups and strategies when it comes to series. And you have to go ahead and start to plan, plot, and strategize what you're going to do in that series. So I think the Lakers have watched enough film and knowing that they're going to be without Anthony Davis, that come Thursday night, they're going to be prepared to go against Brooklyn. But we'll get into that in a little bit. The first thing I want to touch on is, like I said last night, of course, you saw LeBron James came out and did his thing as usual. As usual. And what did he give you? 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. 30, 13, and 7 at the age of 36. Now just think about this for a minute. Think about this for a minute. He would have easily had a triple dub if KCP would have hit any of them damn wide open threes that LeBron was hitting them with. Y'all hold on, there's a damn truck sliding all the way down the street going sideways like he was finna hit me, because some people don't understand that it's ice out here. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Man, the good thing I done drove through the Balkan Mountains in a foot of snow. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So, if KCP would have hit any of those shots, if KCP, I mean, he hit a couple of them, but he left so many out there. KCP broke right now. And one thing I will say about KCP, though, I won't knock him, because he is a part of Clutch Sports, and that's not the reason I won't knock him. I won't knock him because of his play in the playoffs and what he did in the finals. So I just know when his number is called and it's time to step up that he's not going to shy away. And the thing about it with shooters, you just got to keep shooting. If you miss, just keep on shooting. That's all you got to do. Just keep shooting. So with that being said, KCP, he messed up LeBron James triple-double last night very easily, and the Lakers should have easily won that game, and it shouldn't have even been close at all. But KCP missed a lot of open shots last night. Kyle Kuzma stepped up the way we thought that he would. I think he could have had a little more dominant game than he did, but that just wasn't to be. So, with all that being said, the Lakers still were able to take care of business last night on the back of LeBron James, just like that I thought that they would. Now, LeBron was all over the place last night, too, for those of you who didn't see the game. Like, on certain plays on defense, at the age of 36, what he was still doing was amazing. There was times where he got caught in a switch and would end up having to guard Karl Anthony Towns. And on those times when he was guarding Karl Anthony Towns, he held his position on him. That show you how strong LeBron is. I mean, you got Karl Anthony Towns who outweighs LeBron James, who is taller than LeBron James, who is a true center. But yet, LeBron James would not give him his way in the paint whenever he got caught on the switch with him and did indeed guard him in the paint. And it happened on more than one occasion during the game. And LeBron James held his own. Some of the things LeBron did on defense last night was just outstanding and was really led the Lakers to victory, because the Lakers, first of all, let me just paint a picture for you. They got off to a very slow start. In the first quarter, I want to say they had 9 turnovers in the first quarter. And 4 of those was by LeBron James, I want to say. And sometimes LeBron James, I think what it is he sees the plays developing so quick because it's high basketball IQ that sometimes his teammates aren't ready. And those turnovers do go to LeBron James, but there's been so many times where he would throw to a teammate and they're not ready, and they would fumble the ball or not get it or not be paying attention knowing that it was coming their way, and it would go out of bounds or something like that. But a turnover like that does go to LeBron versus the player he was trying to pass it to. So a lot of people want to give LeBron hell about having the most turnovers, which go watch my other video about that. But the main thing about that is, on his turnovers, even if you noticed last night, the 5 turnovers that he had, how many of those turnovers led to points by the other team? I mean, I know on at least 2 of the turnovers, he went back and stole it back himself. So on another turnover that he had, he went down there and then was the first back and got back down there, played defense, and ended up taking a charge on the next possession. So the thing about it is, do turnovers, they don't always lead to baskets. And if somebody is going out and giving you for their career 27, 7, and 7, I'll take them averaging 2.5, 3 turnovers a game, because that is a high assist to turnover ratio. That's very good as far as how many assists that he's able to do and some of the chances that he takes. And that's just LeBron James for you. Just like another thing I saw, everybody want to put this on the show a video of LeBron airballing a half-court shot. Man, what the hell is a half-court shot? Y'all that much of some haters and don't have nothing else to do but want to post about LeBron missing a half-court shot with a few seconds on the clock. Now, granted, he could have went and tried to go to the hoop at the end. It was maybe 5 or 6 seconds left. But shit, he was already spent, because in the second quarter, when he went to the bench, the Lakers went down by 8. When he went to the bench, the Lakers went down by 8. So he had to come back in and do what he does. And that's what he did. So by the time halftime was over, by the time it got to the half, then they were up by 1. So he had to do, he came in carrying the heavy load, doing what he needed to do again. So for all you doubters who think that LeBron James is not capable of doing what he does, then you wrong. You wrong. Because when he sat down, they went back down by 8, and then he came back in, and what happens? So then he shoots that show you something else. He doesn't care about stats, because he shot 4 threes last night. He was only 1 out of 4. He was 1 out of 4 on threes, which drops him to 25%. I know Shay Sharp won't be happy about that because he got a bet with it. But at the end of the day, that LeBron can shoot over 40%, which he's capable of. But that show you he doesn't care about that, because he thinks that he knows that he's capable of hitting that shot too, because he's done it before. He has done it before. I've seen LeBron pull up from 40 and 50 feet and just hit nothing but net. And if you look at the shot again, it was right on target. It was just a little bit short. I want to see how many other people who on here who want to post and make fun of LeBron James could actually go out there and even come close to even hitting the shot. Which y'all ass even hit the backboard. Which you even come in the vicinity of the rim. Stop hating on the man. Bow down. Stop hating on him. So like I said, he dropped. And then another thing, he was all over the place with rebounds. So as you can see, LeBron rebounds haven't been that high as normal, because you got Anthony Davis on the team. You got Marc Gasol on the team. You got Montrezl Harrell, who's going to go be hungry to go get boards, which, by the way, Montrezl Harrell had a hell of a game last night. But anyway, LeBron got so many rebounds last night. He got so many rebounds because he had to pick up that slack. And that show you that's what great players do. And it wasn't BS rebounds like off a free throw rebound. Oh, let me get this rebound. He missed a free throw. You know, these was rebounds that the Minnesota Timberwolves had a chance of getting offensive boards, and LeBron James would go up and snatch it away. He was good on the defensive board last night. And that's just a testament to LeBron James' greatness and doing what he has to do. And it's only going to build the confidence, because Caruso didn't have a great game last night. He had a good chase down block. That was a hell of a play. He had a good chase down block. Caruso, I like his energy. But nonetheless, he didn't play great last night, and the Lakers still were able to pull off the victory. But man, I tell you what, let's fast forward to the fourth quarter. The Lakers really, when LeBron James came back in the fourth and started putting his stamp on the game again, they went up by 10. It's like 5 minutes left. They up by 10. You're like, man, this over with, you know. But next thing you know, Schroeder gets fouled. He goes to the line. He misses two free throws, missed both free throws. And then He goes back down, gives up a 3-point play opportunity, gets fouled in the and one where they let him cut it to 7. Then he goes back down. I want to say he charges somebody, to get him another opportunity, and they got the ball back and they were able to cut it to 5. So I'm like, man, now all of a sudden there's 4 minutes left in the game and they cut it to 5. And I'm like, oh man, can they just go ahead and put this team away? LeBron James already has logged more minutes than anybody on the team at the age of 36 because that's what he has to do in order for them to win. That's what he has to do in order for them to win, is log all those minutes. And at the age of 36, he is still doing that. And then right after that, Schroeder comes down and travels, like get caught in the air and then lands and then travels after they cut it to 5. So I'm like, damn, now he traveled. They getting hella momentum, like they about to come back down and maybe hit a 3 and cut it to 2, or hit again and cut it down to 3. But what happened? LeBron James steps up and takes a charge. There would have been a 3-point play opportunity for the player, except that LeBron put himself into position to take the charge. And he took the charge and then goes down on the other side and then hits a shot to put them up by 7. And then after that, at that point, that just took the wind out of their sails, and the Lakers pretty much kept the lead until the end of the game, and that was a wrap. So, once again, just letting y'all know that that was Minnesota. But the main point of what I was saying in the video is, I'm not saying that without Anthony Davis, the Lakers are going to go win a championship. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, who knows? I seen LeBron take less to the finals. I mean, that Cleveland team that he took, they had a chance against Golden State. Now, I know y'all saying Brooklyn is good, but like LeBron said, hey, y'all forgot about who Golden State was? Somebody asked LeBron, man, is this Brooklyn team the best offensive threat that you've ever seen? Which they are putting up some of the greatest offensive numbers ever. Like ever. More points per possession ever than any team in the history of the league in just this short span of what we had to gauge them on. But LeBron said, hey, y'all forgot about Klay, Steph, and KD. Hey, y'all forgot about that team. Because, I mean, Kyrie is great and all, but Steph, Klay, and KD, and I want y'all to put in the comments, how many of y'all would rather have Steph, Klay, and KD as a big 3 on the team, or would you rather have Harden, Kyrie, and KD as a big 3 on the team? I mean, both of them are deadly offensive combos, don't get me wrong, but I just think Klay, what he can do on the defensive end, the way he runs off screens, you're talking about a guy who could have easily had Kobe record, probably with 80 points, and sat out a fourth quarter when the man already had 60 points, 60-some points. The man done scored 30-something in one quarter. So let's just not forget about Klay Thompson and who he is and what he's capable of doing. Let's not forget that, because Klay Thompson is a hell of a player. So anyway, back to the status of the Brooklyn Nets. You know that Kyrie Irving last night said he had a sore back, so he sat against Phoenix. So Kyrie Irving sat last night. Durant is nursing a sore hamstring. So yet again, we got some Brooklyn Nets who are nicked up. Or could it be that Kyrie said, you know what, I'm going to sit out just to make sure that I'm healthy Thursday night when I come face LeBron James. Maybe that's the main thing he was trying to do, you know. But who knows if he's sore or not. We'll see how sore it is, and if he laces him up Thursday night. Something is telling me that he's going to make himself available to play. I'm not sure if KD will or not, but I expect to see Harden and Kyrie lacing them up come Thursday night. So we shall see. But I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to be honest. When I saw that Kyrie and Kevin Durant were both out last night, I'm just going to go ahead and tell the truth. I pretty much thought the Phoenix was going to come out and put the spanking on them. And they did. They did put the spanking on them. And I was watching the game, you know. But then, man, one of them knucklehead boys of mine went out here and got stuck in the ice. Stuck in the snow out here. Then come calling me. It's like 10:30, whatever it was at night. Just trying to watch this game. I'm like, oh, it's over with. Tried to call him an Uber, but not many Ubers available late at night in snowy roads or whatnot. So at the end of the day, I had to go get my son. Once I went and got him and came back, I just saw they was interviewing James Harden. And I was like, why the hell would they be interviewing James Harden when they lost? So then that's when it clicked to me, because, it was late at night. I said, man, damn, Brooklyn must have won. I said, damn, I hate that I missed that, because I know that James Harden had to put on the show. I really hate that I missed that. I can look at the stat sheet. I like looking at stat sheets, and stat sheets can be telling. They can be very telling, and I can analyze a game off of a stat sheet to a certain degree. But like all the people who love analytics, I am one of those people, but nothing still is better than an eyeball test, And since I didn't get to watch the second half of the game, I won't really comment. So if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna go back and watch some highlights later. But if you don't mind, just put the comments below on how Brooklyn was able to come back and win that game and what y'all thought. Just my basketball aficionados, not people with smooth brains. If you got a smooth brain, please don't leave your comment below. Please. But I do appreciate your support for the smooth brain people and for the haters too. So anyway, we're gonna see LeBron James is gonna get one night of rest. Like D-Wade said in the telecast last night, he built different. So he gonna get one night of rest, and then they'll be taking on the Brooklyn Nets come Thursday night. I thought I'd be in the air on my way out west, but I don't know with this weather what's gonna happen, if my flight gonna leave on time. So hopefully I'll get a chance to watch this game. Only time will tell. But regardless, I'm gonna have it on record, and of course, I'm gonna be able to watch it and give a breakdown of it, and just maybe come do a pregame tomorrow on how I think that's gonna go. But anyway, these roads are getting treacherous, and your boy has to head off and do his thing. So anyway, for everybody who keep giving the love and support on the channel, I really do appreciate it. This is B New as always. I'm saying right on to the real. I'm saying much love to y'all haters, and I'm up out. Peace.